orca rudder rampage, when the ocean's apex tricksters turn their attention to us. The dawn breeze over the Strait of Gibraltar smells of salt and diesel, a tonic that keeps sailors alert during the nerve-wracking watch between darkness and day. Captain Dan Criz had sailed these waters dozens of times, but on 15 April 2025, the sea served up a sound he had never heard, deep, hollow thuds echoing through the fiberglass hull. At first, he thought the rhythmic pounding was stray cargo containers or a sudden squall. Then the wheel jolted violently. The boat's rudder, the very limb that lets a sailor write a straight line across an indifferent sea, began to judder like a jackhammer. Criz's first instinct was to drop sail, calm the boat and peer over the stern. What he saw made his throat seize. 3 black and white silhouettes the size of pickup trucks circling like muscle-bound shadows, each sporting a dorsal fin taller than a grown man. One rose beneath the rudder and shoved again. Another bit down and twisted. A third slapped the water, signaling something that felt alarmingly like teamwork. GoPros mounted on the rail captured everything. The shuddering deck, the cursing crew, the wild spray as the rudder stock finally cracked. News travels fast when terror looks majestic. Clips of the crippled yacht racked up millions of views before the rescue tow even reached port. Headlines screamed rebellion. Memes portrayed orcas in pirate hats. But beneath the sensationalism bubbled a more profound question. What drives the ocean's smartest predators to dismember our technology? The Iberian Peninsula is a global crossroads. Warm Atlantic currents collide with cold Mediterranean outflows, creating nutrient-rich turbulence that fattens sardines, then bluefin tuna, then the apex predators that chase them. Shipping lanes braid under the gaze of the Rock of Gibraltar, funneling 48,000 vessels a year through a corridor scarcely 15 kilometers wide. In this watery choke point lives a remarkably small, genetically unique clan of killer whales. Fewer than 50 remain, and their entire social tapestry unravels if even one thread snaps. Their normal life is part ballet, part marathon. Biologists from the Atlantic Orca Working Group have documented hunting sequences that run for hours as the whales shadow shoals of bluefin tuna, using currents like conveyor belts and echo clicks like sonar fences. When the seasons turn and tuna pulse north, the orcas follow. When quotas tighten and tuna vanish to deeper waters, calves practice hydrodynamics by surfing ship wakes. Mothers nudge them into favorable eddies, and the clan sustains millennia-old traditions unseen by human eyes. But sometime in the spring of 2020, a younger cohort discovered rudders. It began with exploratory nudges, then escalated to deliberate rammings. The learning curve angled upward at broadband speed. Within a single season, reports soared from a handful to dozens, then hundreds. By 2023, the Atlantic Orca database logged over 700 interactions, a bloodless euphemism that lumps adrenaline-spiked fender benders with full-on sinkings. Most wildlife stories involve humans intruding into an animal's habitat. This one feels inverted. The animals are intruding into ours, or so the headlines scream. In truth, the orcas have always shared this corridor with us. What changed is their behavior, and the change rippled outward like gossip through a high school hallway. Young whales tried it first, adults copied or tolerated it. A quirky experiment became a cultural meme, and the meme became a hazard chart pinned to marina bulletin boards from Galicia to Gibraltar.